Hey guys, Cruel Blind Wave. I am Eric.
Rick.
I am Calvin.
Aaron.
And we are back with Better Call Saul. Calvin, what season are we in?
We are in season 5.
What episode, Calvin?
Season 1.
Yes, we are. Down in the description of the pinned comment, you can check out the full-length reaction to this episode because it's the first episode in the season, and we'd like to give you a little taste and see if you want more, much like the Cartel.
This is episode 1.
I said season 5, season 1 to fuck with Aaron.
What happened last time?
Last time, it's all good, man.
It's all good, man.
Kim didn't look too happy with that, especially thinking that he actually reached into his heart and pulled out some feelings.
No.
Did you see those suckers?
Yeah.
Had them eating out of the palm of my hand. Mm-hmm. I can't do it. Saul Goodman. He's like a mix between, like, I don't know, Bill Clinton and somebody.
Yeah, no, I get you. Yeah. We also had Mike having to kill his friend.
Yeah.
Werner.
Well, no.
Yeah. We had Lalo trying to figure out what his friend was doing, and he jumped out of the ceiling, and it was awesome.
The jumping out of the ceiling is not that impressive. It was the landing that was awesome.
Dude, he just...
Well, it depends. If he's like having to crawl in like the drop ceiling, and somehow he came out of there feet first.
Did he spring down like he was hunched
Yeah.
over?
Did he spread out like this and then go and then like jump down or what?
You know what? When I said him jump out of the ceiling, I thought it was implied that I meant his landing. Like, why would I think that he was spidering up there?
Because it's a drop ceiling. If you step in the middle of one of those tiles, you're going through it like he
Yeah.
did.
You step on the edges, you're probably going through it. Those aren't that strong.
Yeah.
And we also got what might be one of our last looks at Chuck again, too, in that flashback. I quite enjoyed that as well.
Yeah.
But who knows how often we'll have those.
True. 1 year anniversary.
Once a
I know
season,
what you
maybe.
are. You're slipping Jimmy.
All right, well, we're about ready to jump into season 5. Much like Lalo jumped out of that ceiling and landed coolly.
Hey. Hey. It is you. I thought it was you. I wasn't all the way sure, but now that I'm seeing you up close, sure. It's you. You know, back in the day when I lived in Albuquerque with my ex, I used to see you everywhere. Fuck. You're on the billboards, on the TV. I used to have one of your matchbooks.
You got me mixed up with someone. My name is Takovic. Gene Takovic.
I know who you are. You know who you are. Let's just get past that. Don't worry about him. He's cool. He just wanted to come along. Just say it.
Don't say it. Good trap.
I really don't know what.
Come on. And do the point.
Better Call Saul.
There we go. A little rusty, but you'll do better next time.
Next time.
Who is this guy?
But the name's Jeff.
It's Jeff.
All right.
His name's Jeff.
Jeff
Asked
is
and answered.
Jeff is me if I met Jan Dill for 30 years.
You just call up Omaha United Cabs. You ask for me, they'll find me no matter where I'm at. I'll see you. Jane.
There's a secret. And his friend.
Whoever the hell that is. I don't know if I told him.
Nap. Is his name.
I thought he was taking a nap.
Jeff Nap.
Best quality vacuum, how may I help you?
Yeah, I need an adapter for a Hoover Max Extract Pressure Pro Model 60.
Uh-huh.
Cool.
We've delivered to you before, haven't we?
Yeah, I'm in Omaha, Nebraska.
That will be a very difficult part to obtain.
And I want to warn you, it's going to be more expensive than the original.
How expensive?
Double the price. And we are
Still in a cash-on-delivery situation.
Mr. Takovic. Still there?
I've changed my mind.
Change your mind.
Yeah. I'm gonna fix it myself.
Just gotta get rid of that guy. Jeff.
Oh man.
That's all he's gotta do.
Fuck.
And his friend.
He likes his cinema. Cool.
Huh.
Well, he can get a hold of the cab company and get a hold of him 5 minutes from everywhere.
5 minutes?
Stay in the future. Just don't go back.
Next season.
Just don't go back. I'm good. I understood where you turn him bad. He's gonna become Saul. Let me see the future.
Nope.
Damn it, Eric.
I have so many questions.
I can see the
Do it.
Damn it. One question.
I'll take it.
One question.
I'll take it in the face. Throw it.
I'm afraid to hit you in the face and stab your eye.
He's wearing glasses.
I'm gonna hit you with that.
I found Aaron's pity.
I don't hit you in the face. I'll say all kinds of words. I don't physically hurt you.
Jimmy, Saul, Goodman,
McGill.
Miguel.
Ah.
That's an alias.
Thank you, honey.
Oh.
Cool.
They are dropping down the gutter.
Amazing! I love that. You think just throw a GoPro down there?
Yeah.
It's like a vending machine.
Yep.
I mean, you wouldn't be able to see his face, really. There's a curve there. You were like seeing a long.
Shut up,
yeah,
Aaron.
it would have been. I mean, it's still going down something.
There's a mirror at the
I
bottom.
like the idea of it.
These are okay. But these...
How is he so good? It's my sight.
Sight, texture.
This shit's not ours, man.
Wow.
JMM.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I didn't know. I got it for Jimmy McGill.
Yeah, well, Jimmy loves it. And don't worry, I'm using it. If anybody says anything, I'll just say JMM is my motto. Justice matters most.
Nice. There's also this.
Justice. And it's a scam.
Hey.
World's second best lawyer again. That's the real mistake. World's second best lawyer, because Saul Goodman is going to give you a run for your money.
Bet he will.
Kim, I can't go back to being Jimmy McGill. Jimmy McGill, the lawyer, is always going to be Chuck McGill's loser brother. I'm done with that. That name is burned.
Sorry. I just can't see it.
It's okay. You will.
I hear he clicks the TV on, but it turns off.
Criminal lawyer.
A man was working for me on the legitimate side of my business. He was supervising a construction project, a German engineer. Through an oversight, Ziegler became aware of our other activities. The temptation was too great for him to resist, and he stole 2 keys of product. I believe you know the rest of the story. You know of Ziegler's escape. You know that my man tracked him down. When I discovered what Ziegler had done, I replaced the stolen product with methamphetamine I purchased locally. Some of this inferior product went to your organization. And for that, I must apologize.
What construction project?
When finished, this will be the most advanced inline chilling system in the Southwest.
A chicken freezer?
Chiller.
Our product is never frozen.
Always fresh.
These are Ziegler's men, working from his plans.
Your man, Michael, is that right?
Yes.
That's not him, is it?
It is.
I'd love to say hello if that's permitted.
Well, certainly.
He's so chipper.
I know.
It's
What a
great.
What a
pleasure.
cool character.
I've heard so much about you. That right? Oh, yes. I'm gonna get back to it.
Thank you, Michael.
That explains everything.
I am glad you are satisfied. Listen to me. There must be no more trouble. You two must coexist. This is non-negotiable. Gustavo, there can be no more secrets.
Yes.
You know, it's gonna be a very nice chillin'. South wall's gonna look beautiful.
I love it. What a charged delivery. Like, that explains everything.
Yeah.
You've done so well.
It's all wrapped up in a nice little bow.
Game respects game.
Lo que pasa es que Héctor tiene esta loca idea de que el pollero quedó un poco resentido después de que mi tío le metió un balazo en la cabeza a su noviecito.
No entiendes a Gustavo. Con él, todo es negocio.
¿Tú confías en Flink?
Nunca será uno de los nuestros, pero gana dinero. Con tal de que traiga lana, Eladio está contento. Eso es todo lo que importa.
Here you go, buddy. Next.
Look at it like a fortune teller.
Take the load off. Say hello to my little friend. See right there?
Number 1.
Circled in red. Pre-programmed, ready to go. Number 1 on the speed dial goes directly to me. You press that, and poof, I'm there. Because I'm not just a cell phone guy. I'm the lawyer who's gonna fight for you. Next, big fella outside. His name's Huel Babbitt. Go ask Huel about me. He was facing 3 years. He was facing 6 years. 8 years down in Guadalupe. He was facing 25 years. Didn't do a single day. That's why he calls me the Magic Man. I asked him not to call me that, but he insists.
I'm assuming lawyers can't have promotions, right? Like this?
Folks, ladies and gents, boys and girls, due to
I don't know.
popular demand, I'm very sorry to say we've given out our last phone. For the next 2 weeks, nonviolent felonies, 50% off. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's for you. 50% off. Yeah, all right, now we got some takers. There you go. Remember, 50% off.
But 50% off of what?
Very good.
No, tell me what the title is. The price. He didn't say what the price was to begin with.
Yeah.
It's $1,000.
Doesn't matter. Just say guaranteed.
Just charge him twice as much.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's what he's
Lots
do.
of places do that stuff too.
Yeah.
Hey, 25% off. It's like, yeah, but you marked it up by 30%. Or to the desert.
Well, shit.
Are we about to
Okay.
kill him?
No, this is just where they let them go.
Yeah.
If you were gonna die, you'd be dead already. Now step out of the truck. We got things to do.
I will never say anything. Ever. It had to be done. In truth, he was soft.
Yeah.
It was worth 50 of you. Once Salamanca is dealt with, and he will be dealt with, construction will resume. Until then, you will continue to be paid.
What happened in Frankfurt?
The attorney spent a full day with his wife. She has been compensated.
Compensated?
I would choose my next words very carefully if I were you.
He's good at that.
You keep your goddamn retainer.
I'm Saul Goodman, and I make it my business to defend the citizens of Albuquerque against injustices of every kind.
Wow, you must be really expensive, though.
Not at all. I believe every
The
man,
cameraman
woman, and
asked that
child
question?
deserves speedy justice at a price they can afford.
Can I get one of those, sir?
Oh, yeah.
What about me?
Yeah, oh, sure. Okay.
He just ambushed that man for a promo.
He's not taking the deal. Who, that guy? Isn't he the punk who tried to sell a flat bed of hot mini fridges to an undercover cop? What'd you get him?
5 months.
5 months? With his priors? Well, he should be on his knees thanking you.
I'm trying to talk him out of going to trial.
No, seriously.
Seriously.
I'm from the DA's office, okay? I'm giving you what for. You're giving me what for. We'll be loud. We will go over there. We'll make a scene, okay? New evidence has come to light, and I'm pulling his deal with extreme prejudice. I'm pissed. I want to put him away permanently. But you fight me. I will push back hard. We'll have that punk on his knees begging for the 5 months.
Jimmy, no.
If what about his wife and kid? That's them, right? What about them? If this isn't using our powers for good, I don't know what is. But Kim, we can do it. It'll work.
I'm not scamming my
Could
clients.
it work for Mesa Verde?
Jimmy, back off.
Well, yeah. Okay.
He's pretty much calling her a hypocrite.
He's from the district attorney's office.
Cool.
They're taking the deal off the table.
So what? I mean, you weren't gonna take it anyway, so.
Miss Wexler, why are they taking it off the table?
I gotcha.
It's possible they have new evidence.
Like cameras or witnesses or.
I really couldn't say. We better go tell the judge that we're taking this to trial.
Yeah. You know what? Are you sure we still can't get the 5 months?
Now they're begging you.
Yeah.
To do what you wanted.
It's shitty because it's for the good of the clients, but
She didn't want to scam her client.
she's got to get away from Jimmy.
That might be what
From Saul.
she starts thinking. Like, I don't want to turn into him.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
It's such a persuasive argument, you know?
Slippery slope.
Well, like, you used your power for good to help him in what you recommend, but at the same time, you tricked him into thinking it was the right choice.
Yeah.
Ah.
Robert Forster. R.I.P.
Did Robert pass over that said?
In memory of.
Okay. Good thing it wasn't like Lucifer.
Yeah.
That was always like the first name we saw. Like, damn it, Jerry.
Oh.
I like the last scene.
Love it. I love it because it pulls you in as a viewer. Like, this, you're doing good for these people. They don't know better.
Yeah.
But it's wrong. Like, think about it this way. Like, who's more in the right? Saul's style, or at least I should say Kim using Saul's style, or like Matt Murdock, who, if he can't get it done, we'll go and just beat people up.
Yeah.
You know? Like, we root for one as our hero, and the other one we're like trying to cast him in this light as a villain in a way. But if used for good, beating up can be, you know, just as good.
I mean, I guess, yeah.
I mean, it's just like once you start justifying this, then you can justify this.
Oh, yeah.
This and this.
Yeah,
and
there's
this.
no slippery slope fallacy here. Sorry. Like, it's definitely going to happen, but
yeah,
I love it. I love that there's all these different types of layers when you're watching a scene like that you pull back on what you think is right and what you think is right, and then Kim does the same thing, and then immediately is regret. I love it.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, I mean, there's so much you
it's
gotta...
like it's like Daredevil and Punisher, you know?
Sure.
It's like I was like you once.
Yeah. Red.
I was like you once, Red.
Kill yourself, Red. Get him away from me, Donnie.
Yeah.
Sorry, good.
No, it's just like there's so much you got to think about. Like, you're putting yourself at risk to be disbarred, and then you can't help anybody.
Yeah.
So, like, you do it the straight and narrow way so you can help the most people the right way.
But people were dumb.
People were dumb.
And they won't make what is clearly the right decision.
Well, I mean, people are dumb, and, like, the law is not made for the average person.
Yeah.
Either, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I
it's
get
not
you.
something that you are meant to understand.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, yeah. Otherwise, you wouldn't need a lawyer to decipher what this what this says.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
all the law lingo and everything that they have to do. It would just be very basic. So it's definitely a complicated thing. But I don't know.
He just like so easily goes into like the perfect little twist of the law that will do it. You know, I love it. He's like it's like when we watch Lucifer. It's like it's the devil, but I like what he's doing.
Sure. And it's hard to say like, oh well, the correct choice for them was to take the bargain. Like as lawyers, their experience is that this is the best deal I've seen, and most likely, out of my experience, going to trial will be this and that. But also, if you remove their choice to be able to like, I think we can win this in trial, or I want to try this in trial, like it should kind of come down to them to decide, not the lawyers pushing like this is what you should do and this is the only choice. But also, you should probably listen to your lawyers because they probably have more experience.
Yeah.
Though some don't, and they're idiots too, you know?
Sure.
Sometimes you get that.
Sure, but you know, if this is like a pro bono thing, like the lawyer might not want to spend that time going to trial.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
doing all this stuff
I
for
also-
whatever reason, good or bad.
I also really like that she can just in her head immediately tell, because he said that I'll flash the big eyes, I'm gonna charm him,
The
And
babies.
it is absolutely not convincing to her, but Jimmy can do those things. Like he is talented enough where he can make people believe bullshit. And he was doing it while explaining that he was going to do it. It's amazing.
He had the effect, even though
I love that Kim can like just instantly recognize that the client could try to do this, and that's what I'm there for, is to do what he wants. But she knows he can't pull it off. But if I go against what he wants, this guy can pull it off. It's just a really, really cool, again, subtle and one part of a very complex relationship. Love it. The whole show's like that.
Sure. I mean, I love just having that opening, which went much
20
longer
minutes,
than I
yeah.
thought it was going to go.
yeah,
That was great.
I felt like this was the most cliffhangery of those we've had. Like last time, I was like, oh, maybe he's just paranoid and crazy.
Yeah.
Sure.
But like this time, it's like, what's he gonna do to this person? How's he gonna fix this problem himself?
That's what he's thinking, right? Like he's going to kill him. I think.
Kill him? I don't know.
Or
scam them.
Or scam him. Yeah.
Somehow to get out of it.
I mean, he might do
Like
I
put the fear of God in him.
Yeah, I gotta bring Saul. Lalo or a Salamanca might just kill them and stop it. Gus would kill them and stop it. Saul Goodman can do it his way.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what he's thinking.
Like you trick him because he knows he's Saul Goodman. They're both in trouble. The guys are coming after them to try to kill them. He better run, so that guy's got to go run and get off the grid.
Yep.
And he just never shows up again or something. Like you can maybe get that to swing. If you can get someone paranoid, you can make anything look like people are watching.
Sure.
When people are on the street, like look over there. See that guy with the sunglasses?
Honestly, the most unbelievable thing is that this guy was so adamant that he is a guy from a commercial I used to watch in my own hometown. Like he came specially to the mall here by a friend.
Sure.
Like he's adamant. He's like, just say it. Just say the words.
Do the point.
That's like me being like I said, seeing Jane Dills at the mall and be like, I know it's you. I know it's you. Say it. Say you don't take no for an answer.
That's a local lawyer.
It's a loyal lawyer as well. She fights for the little guy.
Yeah. See, Jim Leach changed his name
To what?
like J. Maxwell Leach Esquire
He
or
kept
something
the
like
Leach,
that.
huh?
Yeah.
That's a weird move.
It's a
I
risk.
feel like Leach is the worst part.
It's a risk for a lawyer.
Yeah.
J. Morgan is J. Morgan Leach Esquire is what he calls himself now.
So kept the leash.
Esquire.
Well, Jimmy kept Jimmy McGill as well, right? It's Jimmy Saul Goodman McGill now.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that works. He can be known as Saul Goodman and keep
It
all
gives
the other
him the
information.
legality to be both,
Yeah.
right? It's not lying if he says he's Saul Goodman.
So that
or
means
Jimmy.
throughout all of Breaking Bad, he was always known as that, right?
That's Saul.
Like if he pulled out his Breaking Bad era driver's license, it would probably say Jimmy Saul Goodman
McGill.
I guess. Yeah.
I would assume so.
I also really enjoy watching the Gus, Mike, Lalo things that are going on. And the way Lalo is, and just like he'll just show up wherever he wants, he just goes wherever he wants, he just kind of does
a
whatever he
real
wants.
hard target to give Gus a believable protagonist or antagonist.
Antagonist.
So I think he's doing a good job.
I'm
think
already
so.
sold. Like on him being like, I could see this guy going toe to toe with Mike. I could see this guy going toe to toe with Gus, because he had the line when he said, "Well, that explains everything." It was like a touche.
Mm-hmm.
I see what you're doing, but I can't dispute it.
Yeah.
You know, like
I have no evidence.
That's how I felt, and I just got so excited because now, like, Lalo feels like he kind of like he's charming, but he's always talking down to inferiors, and he just met like a match.
But like Lalo and Gus, like neither of them are physically imposing.
Yeah.
But Gus is like quiet and calm, and like you can kind of sense that darkness in him.
He's emotionally intimidating.
Like Lalo, I feel like is more. You can sense the crazy in him.
Yeah.
Dude,
The Salamanca.
we turned away.
There's a little bit of Tuco in him.
We turned away, and when we turned back, he was gone and in the ceiling. You know?
I know.
Like, that's not a common thing that I feel like just some dude will just do.
Yeah.
You gotta be a little crazy to be like, he's looking away. Like, Calvin, I would expect it, but not like Eric.
Sure. Like Gus is the guy in the street fight that's just staring you down, and Lalo is the guy who's taking off his clothes. It's like I don't want to mess with either of those guys.
Somehow, you're right.
And it's crazy that he can tell their product apart by just looking at it.
Sure.
Like, he didn't actually confirm with actually taking the drug until after he'd already separated the piles. That's impressive, because it just looks like white powder to me.
You like check the texture and the grain.
Well, and
color
Gus
and
did
everything.
all that just to cover up Warner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I imagine that, especially because they have the, that strict rule of like the product doesn't stay next to the money, that they probably don't actually interact with their product very much. Just trying to, but he seems to be right in it.
Except for Nacho. He said he's with it every step of the way.
He's with it from getting it at Gus's all the way to that drop-off point where they
I suppose I
distribute it.
thought that the Salamancas themselves, like at least the higher ups, probably don't as much, but maybe I'm wrong.
I mean, they might not as much, but I think that
They delegate,
where they are, they know what like cocaine looks like.
Yeah.
And he even said, "Whew, not it."
Meth.
It was
here.
meth, is what they said, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what drugs look
that's
like.
not a-
When I saw it, I thought it was cocaine.
Well,
He
Gus
mixed
had
meth
said that he replaced it with methamphetamine,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Which made it sound like it was supposed to be something else, and I replaced it with meth.
Yeah.
Sure.
Can you
Rather
take
than
cocaine
just, like-
and mix it with meth and?
I mean, I think you can
Sell?
snort meth, and I think you can smoke meth, and I think
do
you can
pretty much
inject
everything
meth.
with meth. Yeah.
Like, I think same thing with like cocaine and stuff. Like, you can boil it up and inject it, or you can snort it and you
Yeah,
can smoke
I
it.
guess I didn't
You can
realize
eat
it
it.
would. Yeah.
So there's probably a lot of similarities. It's more so how they're made and where they come from. Where like, I don't really know cocaine's method.
Well, cocaine is natural. Like that's coming from a plant.
I
don't
mean,
know.
it's like concentrated down from the crystals in the plant.
Whereas methamphetamine is made from
It's
more
fully synthetic.
Pharmaceuticals.
Yeah.
kind of.
I just don't know.
So it's like it's I don't know. It's cheaper, but it's a
Yeah.
it's the redneck
Is it like-
cocaine. You know what I
Like,
mean?
what if like chocolate was illegal? And I, had to
Cocoa?
and I went to a chocolate dealer,
No.
and there's chocolate in here, but he also has a bunch of peanut butter in it as well. You know,
I'm thinking more like Nesquik,
Nesquik,
right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, you have like the dark cocoa powder,
Yeah.
but a little bit of Nesquik's tossed in there too.
gotcha.
Which still it tastes kind
And
of
I'm
like
like,
chocolate.
okay,
I would
yeah,
say.
that's
Yeah.
chocolate. That's not what I wanted, man.
Yeah.
Though now, I mean, chocolate milk is pretty good.
You snort it.
Why is there cinnamon in this?
Yeah.
It's like I'm still getting the sweetness,
I think I get it.
but I'm not getting exactly what I wanted.
That's what Captain Cook was all about, right?
Captain Cook put a little bit of chili powder or something.
Yeah.
Chili powder, yeah.
So stupid.
And it was cool seeing the vacuum salesman again too. I thought it was just going to be a voice, but we actually saw him. That was
Yeah.
cool. It's just such a high quality show. Does it have a weakness? Like every actor, especially like you said, the Gus, the Lalo, and
I thought of one.
and Mike, and like what? Who?
It ends.
Yeah, you're right.
Just
Like everybody's just so fun to watch, even in like when they're silent.
Sure. I guess I wasn't that impressed with Molly,
Molly? Who was Molly?
the Cinnabon girl.
Oh.
The girl he called.
Yeah, about passing out.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I mean, it's not a big one. It's just Jimmy's age.
Oh yeah,
Doesn't make much sense, but you forget it.
How do you feel whenever you see Gus?
I don't get it.
Because I feel like Gus is way more off than Jimmy is.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Gus, when you first see Gus in Breaking Bad, he looks young, in my opinion.
Sure.
And he looks much older here, at least when I'm trying to compare them. But
sure, I guess so.
Yeah.
Because they are like.
What's the difference in years, right?
What, they're like 12 years apart now?
I don't know. Exactly.
Maybe
10 to 12.
But I buy Gus, and I honestly buy Jimmy, even though it's the same way I felt about Hayden Christensen. You know, I'm just who cares?
It's him.
Yeah.
It's literally him.
Yeah.
You can't.
Especially when they are so good.
Yeah.
You can't ever replace that.
Yeah.
I mean, when Gus first showed up.
Whenever they were in the hospital, and he was giving chicken to the people, to Hank that got hurt, I think was the first time we saw him.
Is it like season 3?
When he got shot by the twins?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was the season 2, season 3.
No, that was
right?
that they wrote that part, and that was kind of gonna be it. And they liked the guy so much they wrote in this giant story that he's the Chicken Bros cartel leader. Yeah, right.
Thank goodness.
Can't imagine that show without him.
Wait, what? They made it up because of what happened in the episode?
Yeah, he wasn't supposed to be a recurring character for very long.
I don't know how you cast him, and he's not a recurring character.
Well, that's what happened. They cast him.
But yeah, they went. Breaking Bad went 2008 to 2013. So would that have been season 2? Was that during the?
Is it 2 or 3?
It's when the twins showed up. I can't remember. That would have been after Lalo. Not Lalo.
Yeah, definitely after Lalo.
Tuco.
Yeah.
Right?
Tuco was in season 1.
They came because of Tuco, so that would have been season 2.
That would have been
the
season
end
2,
of season 1 would have been when,
Jesse
Hank showed up and had that whole fight with him and everything and all that. So season 2 was in 2009, and then this didn't start till 2008. No, 2015. Sorry.
So 6 years.
Yeah. The Magic Man.
We don't see Lalo, so there's no way he survives. I wonder
No,
how
we
he
don't even
goes.
see him when we go back down to Eladio.
Eladio.
We don't even see him when we go back and see him and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Which it seems like he's...
Gus said that he will be dealt with.
Is he like a cousin or a brother to Tuco? Like he called Hector his uncle.
His uncle.
But like, does that mean that he's like the brother to Tuco, or does that mean he's just another cousin?
I would say he's another cousin.
Yeah, I would say
Aren't the bald guys cousins, the twins?
Yeah.
They're great nephews, right?
No, I don't know that.
I don't think they're actually like.
I want like a Salamanca family tree.
Yeah,
Maybe we can get Captona to make it for us.
Yeah.
He also has 2 notes for this episode of Magic Man, it's called. Saul/Gene still has the same luggage as when he escaped in Breaking Bad. The exact same luggage, that's cool. And then when Saul/Gene calls Ed, he says that he needs an adapter rather than a dust filler for the vacuum. Ed still accepts the passphrase, suggesting that adapter is the code word for a previous client needing a new identity. So rather than saying dust filler, they say adapter, and that is the code for, hey, what we already did, I gotta do it again. So he would have gotten a new identity, a new location, all that stuff, right?
Or like what I got before needs adapted to something else.
And how much more would it have been?
Double.
Say he double
price.
Double.
Yeah.
And it was a lot before.
Yeah.
Like I think it was like 750,000 for
That's a lot
for
Jesse
Walter
and Walt, right?
Yeah.
This person made a Salamanca family tree.
All right.
Does it make sense?
Do they have any answers?
I mean, I guess so.
Is it spoilers or people crossed off?
No, I don't think so. But it has like I don't know a few of these things. Like you have the Abuelita and partner of Abuelita, and then they had Hector Salamanca, and then there's the partner of Hector, which isn't there, and then they had a child of Hector, who had a partner of the child of Hector, who had Joaquin Salamanca. But I don't know who that is. And then there's a bunch of gaps and stuff. So you have Tuco, who was his nephew, the sister of Tuco, who was married to a Gonzo. And then you have another grouping, some more cousins, of Marco and Lionel Salamanca, which are those the twins.
I think those are the twins.
And then you have another one, which would be cousins of Lalo, Salamanca.
Okay. So it is his just direct nephew.
So all of them, according to this, we don't know Hector's kids.
Sure.
Huh.
So.
If he has any.
Yeah. And then the only sibling stuff we have of any of that would be the twins, and then Tuco had a sister, Tuco. But I don't know.
All right.
Really clear stuff up.
Not really. I'm still confused.
All right, well, I need that.
You need what?
Put this lead back in my pencil.
Why'd you let it shoot out?
Did it look like a needle?
No.
You let me do it.
No, don't do your shit with your arm and shit. No, you're just gonna break it. I'm gonna break his lead, and then you're gonna have to pay it back. It'll be your fault.
That's really expensive lead.
Don't do it. Calvin, don't do it. Calvin.
You know, it's very expensive. Guys, thank you very much for watching this episode of Better Call Saul. Do you want to see more of season 5? I bet you do. You can go to patreon.com/blindwave. Watch the next 4 reactions right now. Oh. Bye. All right, it is 2:33.